Hi everybody, welcome back to Fall Damage Feed the Beast with your host, C Mason 1015. Hope everybody is doing well. Okay, so we have completed the map maze focus. We've gotten actually 5 of them, and I actually created an uncrafting table over here. And I actually uncrafted a few things with it before I lost all my what do you call the experience points, because that's what it uses. I debated on whether to set up the Skelly Spawner as a XP grinder. I think I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, depending on how much more time we spend in the world here, we might. I mean, that would be pretty much how I go about getting experience for the sun crafting table. And really the only thing, let's spin by that. The only thing I really actually would like to do would be to probably take apart all that armor that we've got, all those millions of things of armor, and then possibly get rid of some of my stacks of buckets here. But really, the rest of this I'm actually okay with. I mean, it's not like we're so overloaded with anything. I mean, I don't know if like, where's it at? If any of this train stuff or rail stuff could even be uncrafted. Probably the wooden, probably the tracks could be, but I mean, I really don't need iron. So we're going to go ahead and say that the map maze focus is over. So we've got the metal berry farm and the wyvern. And I figured today we would go ahead maybe and start on the metalberry farm. So so I figured like wrong thing. So I've got these tin oreberry bushes, this copper ore bushes, the iron oreberry bushes. I'm not going to worry about the aluminum ones. I guess we could go ahead and start looking at these blightberry bushes and stuff, but I'm not going to worry too much about them right now. I really want to hit the metalberry farm and especially get the ingots, going, so where I don't have to use the UU matter so much. So here is what I have set up so far. And somebody's getting the dog to go crazy. Yes, let's drive the dog absolutely insane. That's the right thing to do. Okay, so wow. So as the dog barks, I won't be able to do anything about it. So just, yeah, whatever. Let's see. So I've got, okay, so these are the oreberries, okay? So I've got aluminum, tin, copper, and iron. And what happens is you cook those in a in the ovens here. And then, hey Thraddick, should I do it? Should I kill him? No, I won't kill him. Consider yourself lucky, sir, with your back turned me and you have no idea I'm even saying this. So you cook them and they turn into nuggets, and then what you want to do is you want to convert the nuggets into ingots. So what I've got here is a oh no, this has nothing to do with it. Right, actually I don't. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up a thing. We're going to have to set up, so here's what I did. Number one, here's our crafting area. So I made it all pretty a little bit. I purdied it up a bit. I have added a ton more crafting things in here. So I've done things like, here's the logistics crafting table. Here's just chests, although I don't know why I need chests anymore because I've got 8 million of them. Redstone torches, cobblestone pipes. I've got all kinds of stuff. And then the other thing that I've got in here are these auto crafting tables with okay, so I'm just helping a friend out as he gets going here. So I've got now we've got the this is the one for the gold nuggets. This is the one for the forest nuggets that come off of the forest farm. Okay, so this one is for the forest saplings. They go into the plant balls, and then the plant balls go over and get cooked into dirt. Because otherwise, I would be so full of forest saplings, it's not even serious. So what we've got here are the I set these up so as the nuggets get done, they'll come in and get crafted here, right? So this is going to turn the iron nuggets into iron and stuff like that, and then this one turns it into copper. Now you'll notice that this copper is not the same copper as what I've got over in the chest. And I've been really, the thing about logistics pipes is that, if I have different types of copper, they won't I don't believe they'll necessarily work. So I've got to be really careful about that. So copper turns into that weird one, and I forget what mobs these things are from, but tin turns into that. Well, I want to get them into what I normally play with. So I've got this unifier, and what happens are this item sync just looks for those two types of ingots, and then it basically just turns them into the regular types that I use. So that's what happens there. Now, the only thing that I don't have are when the Oreberries get harvested, I need a oven to cook them in. So I think the first big thing that I need to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Oreberries. Oh, so just in case you were wondering, this is another logistics pipes thing here. So I need to have, let's see, one of the things that I set up was the ability, to he's going to say something now. I needed the ability to, there you go. Was the ability to do different pipes and stuff, because I was getting tired of crafting these crafting pipes and stuff. So I needed a way to make glass easily. So this just takes sand and it's a crafting pipe, so it's only going to call for it when I need it. So, I can use what glass I've got left, or I can actually ask for the glass to be created, and it'll just come over. The sand will come over here and get created. And I've got plenty of sand, due to my quarries out in the ocean. I mean, that's absolutely no problem whatsoever. And then, after I prettied up, I went down below, and I just kind of opened this area up, just so I could run cabling down here. I think that's the right thing to do. So I'm probably going to end up having, like this entire area just kind of cabled up and stuff like that. And an interesting thing that I found out, and probably the experienced people are going to go, a dirk, is these induction furnaces can't take high voltage. So I blew up the first one that I laid down, because I thought it could just take. It doesn't have a place for an what is it? A transposer? What do we call those things? The transformer upgrade. It doesn't have a slot for that, so I figured it could just take whatever. How about no? It does not. So yeah. So I blew one up, but then I got it right. I just put in a medium voltage transformer, and now I'm cooking with gas. And I've actually made some pipes out of this and stuff like that, so it actually works really well. So, without further ado, okay, so how does a berry farm work? Well, a berry farm works with these Oreberry bushes, right? And you put these Oreberry bushes down, right? And they grow up over time. This is kind of, I guess, the seedling or the sapling, I guess, of it. And they grow up over time, and then they create the larger Oreberry bushes, which I've got a few over here. You know, and then the Oreberries actually pop up on them. And so what happens is, what you need to do is have a harvester go through and harvest them. So let's go ahead and work on that. So I'm going to take, let's see. Now I know I've got one behind there. So I've got one, that's where the laser sits, that's where the thing. And then 1, 2, 3. And then probably okay, so let me, where's the torch? I just need to mark where I want to drill and stuff like that. So I've got oh no, this is the laser, and then this is the conduit. Then 1, 2, 3, and then 1. So let me get back to you. I'm going to just check something real quick about these harvesters, because how these harvesters how they do their thing. I think they do a 5x5 area, but let's find out. Okay, so we are on our way to go help Thraddick, because he's got a big golem in his house, and those things will mess you up. Now, if I remember right, I think he's just right over here. They are not to be trifled with, and I'm actually nervous going into this, because the last time, oh yeah. Where's he at? Did he despawn, maybe? Oh. And, of course, I get done, and, of course, there's some sort of mini golem firing at me, or trying to fire at me, and hitting me. Where you at? Sucker? Okay. Time to go home. There we go. I love my rod of return. I love it. Okay, so the danger is over for now. And because we were good guys, Sea Mason, we have some extra copper Oreberry bushes and another tin Oreberry bush. So right before we ran over there, I had just made... Oh yeah, these are going to be nice. I had just made 6 of these harvesters. So let's go ahead and see if we can lay them down. I don't really care how they lay on here. Can I do that yet? No. Not yet. Yep, these have just got to grow a little bit more, I think. So I've got 3. I've got enough for another half of a thing. And look, some have already gotten their things going. So the first thing that we need to do here is drop some cable. Let's see. I think that they will take MJ or EU. Let's see here. Let me get back to the page. Harvester. MJ or EU, it will harvest crops in front of it in a 3x3 square. So I have this line coming over here, and I know that I've got a logistics pipe running right under here. So my question is, could I... So now I should have more... I won't have tons, but I will have more. 2 in there. 2 in there. Aha! We are on our way, my fine feathered friends. So this is our prototype doohickey. Yeah. And it'll continue to grow. I don't know why it's doing this. Idle. I guess it's just... It's the work, the energy, the sludge that it'll collect, but I don't even care about the sludge at this point. Yeah. Berry farm. So I've got tin and I've got copper in there. Can I put down any more in here today? The copper... Let's see, I'll put down another 10 just to make sure I get it down. And then... Yeah. This is going to run just fine. So I will have a very steady, if not plentiful, stream of ores coming at my way. Yeah, see, I've got way more copper than I had before. And there's the tin. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Where's my food? And good. So this is going to work out really well, I think. And as soon as these guys grow up a little bit more, I can add to them. And just have a nice little, you know, if I wanted to, I can just keep going down this way as I find more bushes and stuff. But the great thing about, okay, so what's going to happen is, let's review here real quick. So I've got mostly copper, or mostly copper in here, and then a little bit of iron, I believe. So these are all going to grow up, and they're all going to be big bushes like this, right? And these harvesters, which just are going to stay powered, just as berries pop on, they pop them off. They land into the logistics network. Then, those berries come all the way over here to, I believe, in this, yep, here's my Oreberries. So my 4 different types of Oreberries land right in here, okay? And they get cooked, which is what they should be doing. Once they get cooked, they are then ingots, and the ingots come over to here. Now, in the case of gold, aluminum, and iron, they're just going to turn into ingots and go home, as it were. But in the case of tin, where's a tin? Well, in case of tin and copper, they get turned into this weird kind of copper ingot, and they go straight over to this unifier here, which turns them into our normal tin and copper, and sends them again also into the regular thing. I can sit back, do nothing. I don't have to worry about this anymore. I mean, what I've got now, I don't need to do another thing with. They're just going to run. The power usage on these things is probably really minimal. I mean, you know, I mean, it's probably extremely minimal. So I'm not entirely, I'm definitely not worried about that at the moment. Let's go ahead and do a harvest job on this guy here. Yeah. So the only thing I need to do now is just wait for these guys to grow up so I can keep, because I was dumb. I didn't add I didn't do it from the top down. I did it from the bottom up. So now I have to wait to add these in there. I don't even know that I want to add the aluminums, because what good would that do me, really? So maybe I'll just stick with the iron, the copper, the tin, and kind of make that go like that. I probably won't get oodles and oodles out of this. I mean, I'm not expecting massive quantities. It's not going to replace the UU matter thing, but it is a step in the right direction, which is, of course, what we want. So for now, until I can lay down these other ones, well, you know what? I guess I could go ahead and just do this real quick. I don't have to wait for everything, so let's do that and that. And then I'm going to guess my logistics pipe is going to come up through here. Yep. So let's go ahead and lay you up here. Oh, I'm going to need more. I'm going to definitely need more logistics pipe. And then probably we'll just have to do... Whoa, hello. Wrong tool for the job. Ah, poop. I'm lucky I didn't bust my... And then... Okay. And let's go ahead and do those three there. We need to get some more. What am I doing? It's like I can't think tonight or something. I don't know. So I need 2 more logistics guys. Okay. So that makes... There we go. And I could just go ahead and put in... And there goes one already. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as this gets up and running and going and stuff, we can go ahead. Now, if I was smarter, I should have offset all this back one even further and closed this off where only this kind of peeked through, but oh well. I don't know if that has anything to do with the rates, with the return rates on that, but you know. Okay, so in order that we don't get out of whack here, I'm going to go ahead and take care of these. So do we see any? Yep, there goes to the unifier and then off to the regular thing. Good. Perfecto. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Our jetpack is just about out of charge. We had a little bit of excitement with Thradik, who sounds like his night just wasn't a very good night. I tell you, those big golems, I disabled their ability to take out blocks like that. I don't think that would have helped him at all. It sounds like he was kind of getting attacked from other ways and stuff too. So like he was hitting him through the walls and stuff. So, but yeah, you definitely don't ever want to try to fight one of those in the where they can knock you back and stuff, because man, you're done for. All right, so I'm going to consider that one done. Metalberry Farm is done. Guess what, guys? We have one more thing on our to-do list, and that is the Wyvern. We will do that probably the next episode then. I don't think I've got anything more that I really want to mess with here. I have spoken to some of the people who are playing, and you know, people like Thradik who just got on and stuff. I think he's open. I think he and Vic are definitely open to starting anew. And as a matter of fact, what they are talking about is like having kind of a big, kind of a community thing going on, which is cool, because that is kind of where we need to be. And you know, like Thradik said, you know, he's starting out, Vic is starting out. I'm end game. I'm like there. So it doesn't make sense to continue a world where I can't really, other than just giving them stuff, I can't really do much for them. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to plan on starting up a new world pretty quick, especially once I get this Wyvern thing taken care of. I might do a little bit more with like Tinker's Construct or something, depending on where they're at. But yeah, I think I didn't even use you guys. You guys were useless. I should kill you all. I think we're about ready to wrap up and stuff. I can't think of anything else that I really want to go mess with. I guess outside of getting the Wyvern taken care of, I think we're pretty much wrapped up. Yeah, I can't, like I said, I can't think of anything else. Well, okay, so next time it'll be the Wyvern. I think I'm going to go reset one of my, in fact, I don't even think I'm going to go reset my quarry at all. I may just go ahead and tear it down and be done with it. There's not really much left in terms of the quarry and stuff that I'm really interested in doing. I've got everything, unless something pops up that I just am not seeing, I've got pretty much everything that I'm concerned with having. And I, you know, like I said, the things that I might look into if we want to keep this world for a little bit longer, and really now what we're waiting for is Feed the Beast Monster to get out of beta. So what I might investigate a little bit is a little bit more Thaumcraft and actually learn a little bit more about it, and learn about Flux and Aura and V's and stuff like that. I can certainly always try my hand at the bee breeding or the butterfly breeding or the tree breeding or something like that. I don't know if that's something that I really want to get into. I don't know. I mean, I've watched people with the bees before, and they can get really, really elaborate. You know, they can actually start producing emeralds, as we know from the bee team and stuff like that. But I'm not really sure if that's where I want to go. Let's see what else. I mean, I guess I could go take on a lich castle in the Twilight Forest. I guess I could go make a Twilight Forest base, although, you know, with the Twilight Forest, whatever that bug is that's resetting it, I don't know if that's even worth it at this point. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a bad bug where chunks actually get totally reset. I guess the other thing I'll do too is maybe I'll make another couple Ultimate Solar. Oh, you know, one thing I did not do, I never made an Ultimate Solar panel helmet out of this. So let's do this. Well, yeah, Withern. Wyvern. Ultimate Solar Helmut. We'll do those two things. That'll be another cool thing that we can do. Yeah, I don't think that there's too many more things that I want to do in this though, but those will be a couple things, and then we'll just go cruise around and keep ourselves charged and see what happens in the Twilight Forest and in these Mistcraft worlds where I don't really have any sunlight to speak of. You know, would it actually keep me charged, or would it just be a bunch of fail? But the Wyvern, yeah, that's going to be next. I yawn, and then I say goodnight. Good night.